What's up, boys and girls? It's your boy Mark Gray. That's Mark with a K, Gray with an A. 50 Shades for those of you around the way, and props to my folks in the DMV. And as always, since most are scared to, let me give it to you straight, no chaser. This time, it's all about the draft lottery. And I wake up this morning understanding that the New Orleans Pelicans are the ones who have the number one pick in this year's draft, which is a great move for them and their first-year general manager, vice president of basketball operations, Grand Poobah, whatever they call the dude who's running the basketball show in the Big Easy. It is very fortunate for New Orleans to hold the spot, since I don't believe that they were a team that was ever trying to tank. I believe that New Orleans wanted to win and build a contender, even if they lost Anthony Davis. And apparently, they just took two steps towards doing that by getting the number one pick in the draft. Zion Williamson out of Duke didn't look to be as thrilled as he may have been. According to my boy Mark Spears at ESPN, he was disappointed that the ping pong balls didn't fall the way of the New York Knicks, but it flies in the face of conventional wisdom now, ladies and gentlemen, that the lottery is fixed. It is not. So good job out of Adam Silver. He created interest in an event thanks to an iconic college basketball player that we may never see again in this generation, and they were able to offset the notion that the league wants all of the big market franchises to have the best players to save their TV ratings. But what the NBA has done better than anybody is level the playing field and given all the opportunity to every market to compete, both for players and for championships. It's not like Russell Westbrook is hurting in Oklahoma City to get endorsements. Have you seen those Hulu ads with Damian Lillard, who plays in Portland? I don't know about you if you know anything about television market sizes, but Oklahoma City and Portland ain't much bigger than the smallest television market, which is New Orleans, who holds the number one pick in the draft. And let me tell you something. I'm down in New Orleans at least once a year for the Bayou Classic, and if you're winning in New Orleans, folks are going to show up. You can own that town every night. So I'm glad to see that the little guys finally stood up, and the big guys who've been making a mockery of what's going on by getting all the headlines for all the wrong reasons, you know, the Lakers and the mess that they are right now between Magic Johnson quitting and the Rambus family taking over to run basketball operations after failing miserably in the past. They are on the back burner. It is about the future. And oh yeah, Knick fan. And I'm going to join you because I was disappointed myself that the number one pick didn't land in New York, but I don't see doom and gloom. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to be so damn extra about the fact that the Knicks have the number 3 pick in the draft. You could do a lot worse than R.J. Barrett. You could be in a situation like the Hawks or the Wizards, who are great basketball markets that never get a break. Even when they get the number 1 pick in the draft, it's a off year in the draft. So the bottom line is this. Despite tanking and those thinking that the draft is fixed, the lottery proved otherwise this year. And that's a good thing for the credibility of the sports. Now it comes down to the savviness of organizations. And wasn't it Jerry Krause who said that teams don't win championships, organizations do? Well, it appears to me that organizations have got to do a better job at A, recruiting, making their places destinations that free agents want to sign, scouting, so that if you don't have the guaranteed number 1 pick in the draft, he's going to be a superstar, sensation, iconic role model who peddles a lot of sneakers and other various products in your marketplace. And most importantly, give your fans some hope. So the bottom line, as I see it, is nobody's a loser in this year's draft. And if you're a team like the Knicks or the Lakers and the people who are running your show are on their game, you can compete with the assets that you've acquired, and it may get you back into contention sooner rather than later. Remember, I'm all over the place in cyberspace at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Sports Groove. And when all others fail to do it, remember, it's your boy Mark Gray. And I'm going to give it to you straight, no chaser. Holla.